With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil. With so much time to kill, he promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran should have feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap while DSP is chasing green. We're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if I should find a child scan to see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact and how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end.
Last year, I'll say it again, I actually do play some mobile games.
Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Saturday the 18th of November 2022. Hope you're all doing well, and hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. A lot of people's weekends are involving just saying RIP Twitter and basically preparing everyone for the end of Twitter. Even Phil's got in the act and had a wee message or two on Twitter saying if Twitter does indeed implode today, just know that it's been a wild ride for me, Ree. You all convinced me to get onto social media in 2010 and I made a lot of mistakes, but having a direct line to my viewers and haters was crucial to DSP gaming, thanks to anyone who read my crap. And naturally it's closed for comments as it would, you expect it from Phil, no fucking people allowed to comment on a shit. But yeah, quite the interesting old tweet from Phil, but I mean boring. Boring as all shit. But yeah, Phil is playing more of this crappy game today, which is the Dark Picture Anthology, The Devil in Me. He's playing this today. And yeah, he played it yesterday and not a lot happened. There's quite a lot of boredom in Phil's chat. Quite a lot of boredom from Phil in general. He's had 3 streams in a row where he has not hit a hat goal. So he had Gotham Knights where he didn't even get the glasses. And God of War Ragnarok only got $81 yesterday in the day stream and a night stream. The Devil in Me, the first stream for it, the premiere stream of The Devil in Me, only got 65 buckaroos. So technically Phil was on a free stream streak without a hat. Although, having said all of that, he has done quite well for, tips. He's earned over about $300 in the last 2 days in tips alone. Compare that to like the $129 he earned a few days ago after a full day's offer streams despite hitting hat goal. But yeah, it's safe to say support for Phil has seemingly gone back to somewhat more normal levels. It was overly inflated for like over a week or so when he was getting over 200 easily and 300 at times on his streams. But now things seem to have settled back into somewhat of a more stable, normal rhythm for Phil. And yeah, the last few streams he's been lucky to hit 200. If it's like twice in the last week or so. So yeah. And Chris Tank says, I bet you he's making money on the side and not showing tips and disclosing how much he's making. Well, he's definitely receiving tips without disclosing on a stream what's been tipped him, because he is purposely making a habit of not including troll tips. Whenever he sees a troll tip, he says he's going to ignore it and he doesn't even add it to his tally. Whether he refunds it or not is another question entirely. But he definitely doesn't add it to his own stream. Whether he just pockets it and just waits for the person to maybe dispute it, who knows. But he certainly does not add that, the troll tip side of things to, his fun, his tally on streams. But I mean, if people are dumb enough to even troll tip Phil anyway, you don't fucking deserve to get your money back, even as a troll tip. You give him any money whatsoever, you're risking not getting it back, and it's stupid as hell to troll tip Phil anyway, so I don't have any sympathy for people that fucking do that. That's just my take on it. Piece of Peace has freshened up the little kind of summary. There's a few things on the right hand side here, the information that's shielded here. So, you know, he's made a wee bit of a couple of amends here. You know, so next expiry date is due tomorrow, the 19th of November. The member drop expected will be 326 members. Organic members, Piece of Peace has calculated as 330 organic members. I mean, I don't know if it's that low, but Piece of Peace is better numbers than I am, so if I can go, I'll just take that as being true. Let's not waste any more time. Let's spin this wheel. Remember, I have removed the word bills from the rotation, since Phil does not like to say the word bills really. I have not included it anymore, I've actually removed it. So we have 112 different things on this card to potentially pick from to help us pick a bingo card. Well, there you go. There you go is the winner of the wheel thingy. So there we go. And there we go is the thing that's going to be the criteria for picking on a bingo card today. It's actually strange because you look at it, it looks like it's on unique, doesn't it, on here, but it's barely still on there you go, and it said so itself, so there you go. Quasar X says no more bills anymore, TV payment plan bill, what about it? Well, he's definitely got bills, it's just he's making a point not to talk about it because Moist Critical got into his head. Moist Critical said that he is known as an e-beggar, and since then, Bill has made an absolute purpose to try and avoid mentioning bills whatsoever. He's only mentioned bills like twice so far on podcasts during November. It is now the 18th of November. So twice in 17 days. Okay, I'm not counting today yet because he's not done today's stream yet, but you get what I'm saying. In the 17 different podcasts that Phil has had in November, actually that's not true because he's got days off as well. So like 15, the 14 or 15 podcasts that Phil has done in November so far, he's only mentioned bills twice. He's certainly, phasing out the word bills. For whatever freaking reason. So, it is what it is. So I'm not including bills for now. When Phil starts saying it again, I'll throw it back in there. But all that being said, shout out to that being said, let's pick... Oh, there we go, actually. There we go. I was searching the wrong thing. Oh, is it? There you go. There you go. Okay, there you go, is what we wanted. We need a number. Before we can do it, Prophet, of course, reminds us all. Prophet says, if Phil begs for the TV finance payment, that is a massive scam since he already had that money. Well, Prophet says has that money, but let's be honest here. There's no way Phil put that money aside for the TV. Had is more appropriate. Phil spent that money as soon as it was given to him on other things. Let's be very realistic here. So I need a number, guys. I need a number between 1 and 206, and that number has to contain the number 2. The first number in chat I see with a number 2 in it with a card I picked for today's bingo. No pressure to anyone that picks it, but if it's your card, then... God damn it. Lord D-Dog misspelling 42 is the one we pick. So, Jesus Christ. My Lord D-Dog, pal. 40 doesn't have a unit. Just shoot your reference, pal. But there you go. I'm going to use Lord D-Dog's suggestion. We're going to pick the 40-second bingo card, so there if I can go. So here we go. Hang on, let me just scroll down. The 40-second bingo card looks like the one on the left-hand side here. This is a bingo card we've got for today's bingo example. Phil repeating the same point constantly, him slapping his leg, him saying here's the thing, and him giving a thumbs up to the camera, then him saying absolutely, you know what I mean, him doing hand grasps, which is where he fucking uses his hands to demonstrate a numerical value, something going up and down, him saying content, and him saying on demand, and him saying hate to say, addition, him snorting, him saying, him drinking, and him butchering a word. Then him doing scat talk, which is makes a very vivid and graphical scat sort of reference. Him saying okay, him laughing, him saying oh, and him saying honest, and the final row, there you go, him talking about drama, him saying tips, him mocking his chat, and him saying members. I think this is a good card. Methbear says, if Phil was discarding tips and killing his tally, would that make him a tallywhacker? Yes. Yes, let's just say yes. Jesus Christ, that's bad. I thought my jokes were fucking bad. Fuck me. It's bad, but I still laughed, so there you go. So, that was live, as you can see. He's talking about Twitter stuff, you know. Hold on, so what's he saying? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, people are talking about Twitter. Twitter managed to stay up while you're slept, so no doom yet, Phil. The doomers are saying a week tops, but I guess we'll see. Not the boomers or the zoomer, but the doomers. Lol. Phil, you jumped on the bandwagon, you tweeted about it as well. You are a doomer yourself, Phil, because you got right on board on top of that and saying that Twitter doesn't blow. You are all on board, you are right on that doomer train. I love how Phil pretends he wasn't a part of anything. He is one of the first ones to get a tweet out there saying, guys, if Twitter goes away, don't forget about me. He had 2 tweets actually. This could be the actual end of Twitter, so remember if that happens that you can subscribe to DSP Gaming on YouTube. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Twitter might be going away, so if it does, let me tweet one more time to remind you guys where to find me, for fuck's sake. What a boring little bitch. So, yeah, Phil's live, I'm just waiting for him to go properly live. I'm going to get a bingo card all set up, which means I'm going to have to save this card before I forget to save. I actually almost forgot to save this card, that would have been embarrassing. Still only one time ever it happened, but it's one time too many for my liking that I forgot to save the card and embarrassed myself really. Dude, where's my card? I don't know, dude, where's your card? But there we go, bingo card has been fucking saved. Fan dabby dozy for that. So guys, I'm going to turn the music up, turn myself lower down in the old microphone. You guys can enjoy some Meerkat music while I wait for Phil to go properly live. So thank you very much for helping me choose a bingo card. And yeah, I'll just let you guys enjoy the music while we wait for Phil to properly begin. I could tell you about my day, but let's be honest, it wasn't that interesting. It was interesting enough, I'll tell you later on. If Phil bores us too much, I'll give you details on how my day went, how's that? So enjoy the music.
Illegal, immoral, harmful, toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck, why not?
Because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. You know, like all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all of this. You know, it wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, you know, doing stupid videos. That it actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me, that there's people out there that, you know, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I become a better person, you know?
I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad.
Sadly, I'm going to have to lower the banana song, so it's just background noise because Phil is beginning the podcast right now. The Level 1 podcast is about to begin. You guys all know the drill. Tag me in chat because I miss anything on the bingo card. I don't try to miss things on the bingo card, but I am a dumb motherfucker and I do sometimes miss things. And it's thanks to you guys to keep me right. Hopefully we get 25. Well, hopefully we get 25 out of 25 on the bingo card today. Remember, if Phil snorts 25 times, there's a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes on the stream, that's also a free space. 25, you know, green squares on our card, a full house, means one of you guys can win a prize of 25 quid. Good luck, guys. Fingers crossed. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1. How is everyone today? Happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well. What an exciting weekend we have ahead.
I just realised that I introduced today as Saturday instead of Friday at the very start of the stream. It's weird because, sorry about that, I just realised that I said it was Saturday the 18th and it's Friday the 18th, my bad. It's weird because I'm actually off, I was off work today, so just because I was off work, I just assumed it was Saturday. I'm not used to fucking being off work on Fridays for enough for the next few Fridays. But yeah, sorry about that, it's still only Friday actually, I've still got a whole weekend ahead of me, which is nice.
here on DSP Gaming, leading into a special holiday week next week, which I'm very excited for. I know you guys probably are too. What a crazy week we've got going on here. Last night, 2 pieces of game news that rocked the entirety of the internet. One for everyone and one for gamers in particular. We'll talk about both of those on the show today. Also, a little bit of a follow-up regarding last night's premiere of The Devil in Me, which you guys voted for. I have both good news and bad news in regards to the game, and I will share that with you here today. How is everyone? Hopefully, you're heading into a very positive and fun weekend. Like me, I'm actually really pumped for what's coming this weekend. You know, we're continuing on with brand new releases. We're going to be finishing up an ongoing release, and then we're going to have the premiere of a new game come Monday. So I'm very excited, obviously. And I know hopefully you guys are. You know, hopefully you're as forward-looking to the future as I am in a positive manner. Yeah, pretty good. Well, how do we even start today? Like, there's so much to talk about, and I actually started the podcast a little early purposefully because I wanted to jump right in. I guess, here, before we even start, let me preface something, all right? Kind of important that I emphasize this morning, all right? When it comes to the members goal for the month, here's the deal.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, wait. That was a snort as well. Hang on. Wait. Sorry, I just had to kind of get this out there. So, what have we got? Here's a deal, which... here's a thing and here's a deal is the same thing. I'm counting here's the thing as here's a deal. It's the same goddamn thing. Here's a deal, here's a thing. That to me counts as the goddamn same thing. Oh look, here company gifted memberships. There's one gifted membership profile already. I said members as well, which is the bottom right square. Anything else here? We'll just rewind this to make sure I don't miss anything else. 2 seconds.
Yes, here. Before we even start, let me preface something. All right? Kind of important that I emphasize this morning. All right? When it comes to the members goal for the month, here's the deal. At the end of October, this channel was gifted an incredibly large number of members. All right? I'm not exaggerating to tell you we were gifted around 400 to 500 members. Okay? It was huge. It was exciting. It exploded the channel, and everyone was so happy for the last month to have these memberships during the release of all these new games, right? At the beginning of this month, I set up our membership goal for it to be very reachable. When I set up the goal of 1,025 members, that was in reference to the fact that we were at that point we were still at like 9.
This is begging, Phil. Phil, you're begging right now. Don't pretend you don't beg anymore, cause you're fucking begging immediately and straight away to your fans. But still, this is absolute fucking full in beg mode right from the fucking get-go. It's like he's trying to fucking get out of the way early in case fucking people don't notice in time or some pish, but he has gone straight into the fucking begging immediately and urgently, because tomorrow could very well be the day where he loses 321 members. I don't know if it's actually going to happen tomorrow, or if it's the day after it fucking happens and kicks in. But yeah, today might be the absolute fucking last opportunity for Phil to get 1,025 members on board to secure his goal. However, so as he keeps saying this every fucking day, repeating the same point, and I'm putting my foot down here. Okay. Heather's put her foot down, so I'm taking repeat same point constantly. There we go. Prophet says it should happen tomorrow, so there we go. It probably won't happen at the start. If it is actually accurate for, when, I don't know how accurate they are in terms of when they expire. Like, will it happen halfway through Phil's stream, for example? Because a lot of them are gifted through halfway through the podcast, for example, on October 19th. So, because of that, will it happen halfway through the fucking tomorrow's podcast, or will it happen at the start of the day? Will it happen at midnight tonight? I don't understand how these things happen and when exactly they expire properly. But, yeah, I mean, Phil's basically got a day to try and get his members goal hit, and I don't think he's, unless someone really steps up, but no.
930, 940 members. It wasn't that many more. And basically, we were looking at the situation as, all right, so that's a little bit of growth, and with the fact that there's going to be so many new releases over the course of the next month, right, it should be reachable. And I think we all agreed it pretty much was reasonable or reachable at that point. What has happened?
I'm sorry. What did you say there?
It pretty much was reasonable or reachable.
Reasonable or reachable? See, we got butchering a word on the bingo card today, so I just want to make sure he's not butchering a word. But I feel like he was butchering the language a little bit, but...
And I think we all agreed it pretty much was reasonable or reachable at that point.
No.
What has happened in the last month is that I've basically gotten no new memberships, okay? What happened was there's some people who renewed their memberships. Thank you so much to those who do. I really appreciate that. But for the most part, it just stagnated. And that goes directly along the lines of what we saw on DSP Game.
Hold on a second. I think I've got to count that as hand graphs, so I think we've got to count that as hand graphs. This flat line.
And that goes directly along. But for the most part, it just stagnated.
That is a fucking him demonstrating a straight line graph. It stagnated, so it didn't go up or down. He's doing a straight line. That is hand graphs. So there we go. We can count that fucking thing on my fucking card. Where are you? There you fucking go. Fantastic stuff. Good start to the bingo card.
And that goes directly along the lines of what we saw on DSP Gaming in the last month. Despite the fact that I'm playing the hot new releases, we plateaued. And if anything, what this shows, it's sad, but it's just true that DSP Gaming does not show up in the algorithm on YouTube anymore. When I'm playing a new release, I no longer am going to be showing up in anyone's search, or anything like that.
Congratulations, Phil Burnell. You're like a common gamer. Because common gamers don't usually fucking show up in YouTube algorithms either. You fucking prided yourself on being a goddamn common gamer, and there you are, Phil. The fact you don't barely feature in any fucking algorithms means that you're now a common gamer, so what's wrong with that? This is what you wanted, Phil. This is what you're fucking aiming towards. You wanted to be the common gamer. Doesn't get this fucking sort of attention anymore because you're just like everyone else. Dumb bastard. The guilt tripping is high today, property, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hold on.
Or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying is basically the same as you know what I mean. I'm counting that. Fucking stupid little piggy saying things out of strange manners.
I got literally no new viewership really over the last month when it came to these hot new releases. What I did get new viewership of, the beginning of October, I played the Street Fighter 6 beta. And all of a sudden, I got a big spike in viewership and in subscribers. Okay? But after that ended, basically everything this month has been for my dedicated fan base and viewer base, which is fine. I'm totally happy to do that for you guys because you guys support me. You guys are awesome. All right? But that's what's going on, and that's why you haven't seen any growth whatsoever in members. It seems like the level we're at is kind of the level we're going to be at unless I slowly grow the channel over time, which I'm playing.
Jesus Christ, the guy fucking brags about being level 1. His fucking podcast is called Level 1 Podcast because he enjoys being down there on level 1. And now all of a sudden it's a problem for his channel that he can't grow because they're stuck down there and they don't... No, Phil, this is the level you fucking brag about being on.
Happy to do that for you guys because you guys support me. You guys are awesome. All right? But that's what's going on, and that's why you haven't seen any growth whatsoever in members. It seems like the level we're at is kind of the level we're going to be at unless I slowly grow the channel over time, which I'm planning on doing.
No, you're not planning on doing. You're happy being on level 1. You said that you were happy being on level 1. You said that this is your place. You can even call your whole show the level 1 podcast. What are you going to do? Start calling it a level 2 podcast? When's the level 2 podcast coming, Phil? Don't bullshit us here. Either fucking accept your place down there in fucking level 1, as you fucking seem to have accepted before, or just stop pretending. You fucking say one thing, and then you say another thing. You're fucking contradicting yourself every goddamn way.
As you know, right now we're in the midst of all these new releases, but we talked over the last year about different things that I could do, right? We added many different things to my style of content. React content was something huge that we're doing a week from today, by the way, the Black Friday Adpocalypse Spectacular React event. Something that I normally wouldn't have done in the past, but new things I'm adding all the time. And we talked a lot this year about the fact that moving forward as I get older, it's going to be a lot less about focusing on playing every major new release and doing constant gameplay, and instead I have to diversify my content to be more this kind of content. Me having discussions with you, having React events. This is what's popular on YouTube now. Not sit here play game. It's just sorry, that's just facts. Okay? And if you haven't noticed, some of the biggest things I've done in 2022 were React events. It's just true. As opposed to me just doing the raw gameplay. If you look at the raw gameplay playthroughs, they just kind of stagnated, which is kind of to be expected. Okay? So all that being said, no, I'm not retiring from being any kind of a gamer. Don't worry about that, because some people are worried about that. Okay, no, that's not happening. But what I'm saying is diversification is key. Now, how that ties into what I'm talking about is the reason I'm bringing this up this morning is that giant gifted membership bomb that we got was about exactly 1 month ago. If I'm looking at my YouTube analytics, I think it says it was October 21st.
Wrong. That was your most recent member bomb. Your most recent massive member bomb was October the 21st, you dumb bastard. You know, Phil. Phil, you're aware that this tips tracker exists. You have called out Piece of Peace for having this tracker. You really should utilise it more fucking often. You would really find it a lot of use to you. Because look, you can easily find, look at this, you can use Piece of Peace's tips tracker to see, oh look, on the 19th of October I got gifted 326 members. I better prepare for that. No, Phil's dumbass thinks, oh look, the most recent member bomb was that, that's probably what it was. No. 320, I think, I would love this if this was true. I think Phil forgot he got 2 member bombs. I think Phil is convinced he's only had 1 member bomb, and when these 2 hit him within 2 days, he's not going to know what hit him. I would love that if that was fucking true, man, but I'd find that so fucking hilarious. But I'd surely not. Surely not. That'd be funny as hell though if that was the case. Jesus Christ. Right.
That means we have today the 18th, tomorrow the 19th.
He is so unaware. This is beautiful.
And Sunday the 20th to try to make an honest push to hit this goal. If we don't hit this by Sunday, on Monday, this total is going to go boop.
There's more hand graphs.
And now, the Christmas event is essentially unreachable. Okay? Obviously, I don't want the Christmas event to be unreachable. The Christmas event is something that I do every year. It's an annual special event that we absolutely love doing. I dress up in holiday festive attire that I change out over the day. I have several different kinds of liquor and...
Whoa, did I just miss something there? Hold on, sorry.
Unreachable.
Wait for
okay? Obviously, I don't want the Christmas event to be unreachable. The Christmas event is something that I do every year. It's an annual special event that we absolutely love.
Absolutely. That's what it was I missed. Absolutely. I just feel like I missed something there I did. Okay, cool. By the way, Kyle Denson, I do appreciate his super chat, but I don't know why notification didn't play. Let me try and manually play it. Actually, I can't. Oh, wait. Why didn't it play? I clicked refresh and nothing happened. This is so... I don't understand why my stream elements didn't play that. I do apologise, Kyle Denson. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I can try and reload the overlays, maybe. Come on, stream elements, work, you bastard. Please work for me. I got no idea why the... So sorry, Kel. Give me a second here. I'm going into fucking stream elements. What if I can get this sorted? Don't want to shortchange Kyle here. 2 seconds. Go to my overlays. Just don't mind me. I'm just trying to fix this on the fly. So what happens if I click this here? What the fuck's going on with this? I really don't understand what's going on with this. I do apologise, guys. Give me a second here to try and figure out what the hell's going on. Super chat alert. Yeah, still set to all that. That should be... I don't understand why this is not playing. I really don't. I mean... I can't even force it to play. It's not playing for me. I don't know. I really have no idea why. I clicked reload overlays and it's not letting me do it. I don't understand why. Oh, sorry, Kel Denson, for the failed notification and it's not showing up for some reason. But Kel Denson did a super chat and he says with the amount of snorting he is doing, it shouldn't even count. It feels wrong to turn it into a free space. I disagree wholeheartedly. I'm half expecting this this alert to all of a sudden pop up out of the blue arbitrarily at some point throughout the stream. If it does, then hooray, finally it'll be working again. But just a heads up, guys, the super, any alerts, any super chats, whatever, just it might not show a notification. So sorry about that, guys. I've tried to make it play manually, and it won't even play manually, so I don't understand what's going on. That's not an invitation to try and test it, Lord D-Dog. Thank you, pal. I really do appreciate it. Lord D-Dog just sent a super chat saying test and check 1, 2, but I don't think it's going to work. But I do appreciate it all the same, but please don't try and test it yourselves. It looks like Stream Elements is having problems right now. Prophet even can't get it to load for himself, but thank you very much for that. But guys, please don't don't bother check it out now. What I would recommend anyway, don't even send anything until you see Stream Elements do something on the stream. If you see notification play, it's probably fixed eventually, but don't try and test it yourselves. Just hold on to your money, because I don't want to shortchange people.
I dress up in holiday festive attire that I change out over the day. I have several different kinds of liquor and drinks. Okay? Pretty exciting. I love doing it. You guys nominate games. We do special holiday, either Feasting with the King or DSP Tries It or both. It's always an annual special event that people look forward to. I love doing it as well. It's always tied to some kind of a support goal, and we always hit it. This is actually the first year that I think we're actually in jeopardy of not hitting the support goal because we have just stagnated in membership support. All right. But again, this is not a complaint because the support overall is quite good here on DSP Gaming. This is not me complaining about levels of support. I'm just saying we set a goal. Everyone said, yeah, it sounds reasonable. And then here's just what happened over the month. These are just facts. Okay. So I hope if you have not become a member yet, over the course of this weekend, you'll consider it. All these crazy amount of benefits you get for being a member, including highlighted name in the chat and video comments, access to all my emotes in the chat and video comments, ignoring any slow mode rules in the chat when you're on a stream, having priority access to all of my special events, including things like Ask the King, where you get a special thread to post up your questions and get them answered live on the show. Because you're a member, you get the priority access, priority to nominate games for events and things like that. Like all this stuff, it's a great amount of features that you get for being a member here on DSP Gaming. By the way, all for much cheaper than it is to be a member, or I should say a paid subscriber over on Twitch. Okay? So please, if you can, consider it. Now, if you're someone who supports this channel and you're in the given mood, this would absolutely positively be the weekend. You say, hey, I want to support DSP Gaming and I also want to support the fellow viewers. Maybe consider gifting some memberships around here and see if we can get those numbers up to the goal. Okay? Gifting memberships is easy to do. People have done it. There's people sitting here in droves waiting because a lot of people had memberships and they expired over the last couple of weeks and they'd be excited to accept them. So it's just a possibility. So if you're interested, you want to support the channel, that's a great way to do it over this coming weekend. I would like nothing but to say we hit the goal. We've locked it in. We're good to go. Let's start planning the specifics. Okay? Fair enough? All right. There you go. All right. That's all I have to say about that. Now I want to get into actual, usual business. So,
Well, you begging is usual business. Don't try and fucking pretend otherwise.
Say about that. Now I want to get into actual, usual business. So, all that being said, guys, let's first talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. All right. And then let's jump into the news, which is wild. Two wild news stories. Like completely unrelated, but totally equally weird and wild. Okay. Let's talk about the schedule. Today, we continue on with The Devil in Me. We started off the latest game in the Dark Pictures Anthology horror series last night, per your votes. Originally, the game was supposed to be all day today, but then we found out it was releasing early, and people voted, hey, let's start it early. Let's do 2 hours of horror on Thursday night, and I was all for it. So we played it, and there was no horror. There was none. Literally, it was 2 hours of incredibly slow build-up, like ridiculously over the top, incredibly slow build-up, which is fine, but we're doing a gameplay stream of supposed to be a horror game, and the horror game is so slowly paced that it's like, dude, are we ever going to get to the meat of this? And the answer is we didn't. No, we did not. Now, I'm not saying that the build-up was bad. Was there some cringe writing? Yes, there was, but it's kind of similar to like any other horror movie. There's always some cringe writing, some character development, some really superfluous interactions between the characters, so you kind of get to know them before the horror begins. You know what I'm saying? That always kind of happens in horror movies, and so they're trying to go that route. It's like really feels like a build up to a B movie, horror movie, or something like that. And now, hopefully, today we're gonna see something happen. I can't imagine that we're playing a game that's supposed to be a horror game, and we're gonna get into the third, fourth, fifth hour, and there's no horror. It's building up. There's some stuff, but we haven't seen anything yet. Okay? Now, I can tell you, someone did tell me last night who's played this game, oh my God, we're about to hit the mother load. And apparently, I actually have to give you guys a warning, and I'll have to give a warning when we start recording, that apparently this is the goriest of all the Dark Pictures games. It's crazy over the top nonstop. Once it starts, it's like, holy shit, nonstop craziness. Okay? So I'm okay with that. You know, I've watched Saw movies, I've seen it, I've been there, done that. All right? But for those of you who maybe...
Phil's perfectly fucking fine seeing that kind of graphic stuff on screen. He's perfectly happy seeing, like, you know, absolute fucking, you know, limbs and guts pouring at people and not to get rid of. 2 women kissing on screen, though. Phil looks away so fast, it looks like he's giving himself whiplash. Let me try and find this little Twitter thing. Is Josh put him again? Had it clipped. Let me see if... Hang on. Let me see if I can find this clip. Josh Pullman's mystery. Why did I call him Josh? I think he called himself Josh Pullman's or something at one point. Don't know. I found it anyway. Well, so...
I'm just fucking...
So hang on. Let me full screen this. Phil goes full clown mode here.
I'm just
Look at Phil in the top right and look how fast he looks away here.
fucking with you. I wanted to kiss you for months. I just was scared to make a real move.
Yeah!
Jesus Christ, man. As soon as it happens, he looks away uncomfortably.
Stupid. They were... Oh my God, I got an achievement!
Jesus Christ, man. Why is he so awkward and uncomfortable with homosexuality? It's bizarre. He's meant to be some ally, as ever says, Mr. Ally. No, he's not. He is super uncomfortable when it comes to these kind of things happening on screen. Jesus Christ, I just had to point that out, man. He's perfectly happy though, seeing like blood and gore and guts not pouring at people or whatever, and you know, which it is what it is, but women on screen being into, oh no, hide your eyes.
Watch Saw movies, I've seen it, I've been there, done that, alright? But for those of you who maybe are used to horror video games but haven't really, you know, you're not into movies and stuff, apparently this one is just in line with some of the nastiest horror movies and movie tropes. So that's what I would say. Be careful, alright? If you're squeamish, you might not want to watch today's stream if it is as bad as I'm being told, okay? But I'm okay with that, you know. What a build-up. We literally had an entire stream of build-up. Jesus. Now we can actually get to the... I know I say get to the meat of it, and some people are like, ew. What if people actually get chopped up into meat? I'm like, oh, well, that's not what I meant. But I guess maybe it is kind of a double use, right? What do they call that? A double entendre or something? I don't know. What I say has 2 meanings. Right? Okay. So that's the main gameplay stream today. Will we beat the game today? Very unlikely. These Dark Pictures games, over the last couple of years, have kept extending in length. When we started these out with Man of Medan, that one was only about 5 hours long. But these games have actually become around 7 to 8 hours long now. So I'm thinking we need today's stream, and we probably need tomorrow as well. What I would like to say is, for those who have played the game before, by the end of today's main gameplay stream, if you could give me a hint of maybe how much is left, because I'm going to play it again tomorrow to finish it. But the question is, does it need to be the daytime stream or the nighttime stream? 3 hours of gameplay versus only 2. If we can finish it in 2, great, but I don't want to only do 2 and then we don't finish it. Now we need another stream. I want to get it done tomorrow. So I would definitely enjoy your input when we finish today's stream, and let me know how far I am into it. Okay, I'm sure they're going to have a couple people on stream who have already played it. Or watched it, because, you know, this kind of game lends itself to watching versus playing in a lot of ways. Okay, tonight's late stream, excuse me. Frog in my throat. Tonight's late stream is what was originally supposed to be last night's late stream. It is Friday Night Fire Fights, which I'm very excited for. If you saw Monday night's Modern Warfare 2 stream, it was a good one. I actually was doing really well. I was going on a tear. I was getting crazy kill streaks. I was doing really well in the game. All right, why? Because I finally unlocked the Kostov 74U assault rifle. This assault rifle is really good. And even though I don't even have a lot of good attachments for it yet, I'm kicking ass with it. All right, and I'm looking forward to more tonight. That's what it's all about. Working towards a goal, grinding for several hours, finally getting to the point where you get the loadout you want, and then boom, hitting full stride and taking advantage of it, which is what I'm trying to do right now, okay? So, I hope you'll join me tonight for that, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. To address the elephant in the room, no, I'm not playing Warzone 2 yet. Do I want to play Warzone 2? Yes. Will I eventually be playing Warzone 2? Yes. Why am I not playing it right now? Because I freaking just grinded. Like, if you add up all the multiplayer sessions I've done in Modern Warfare 2, I'm not exaggerating. 12 of them. 12 hours of grinding to get to the point I'm in Modern Warfare 2. 12 hours. Okay? 12 hours for me to unlock this gun. Now I'm not going to just say, oh, well, my Warzone's out, throw all my work away. No. Okay? Everyone else wants to jump on that Warzone bandwagon. No exaggeration, I saw on television last night a television advertisement for the launch of Warzone 2. Why? What it is all the fucking
What do you mean, why? They want to advertise their game.
Why? What it is all the fucking streamers made Warzone one of the most popular things in gaming. They realized that its formulaic nature, its repetitive nature, right? The fact that look at me, I'm gonna do trick shots, I'm gonna do this special way to do it and this and that. And they all just sat there streaming it for 2-3 years, and they basically blew it up, okay? Which I get, and that's fine, If you like the Dr. Disrespect kind of content, where he's hardcore into it, he's actually really good at it, he's trick-shotting everyone or whatever, and you like that, you're into that, good for you. Okay, I'm not gonna crap on that. Obviously, there's an audience for it. Listen, I'm just as guilty. I played Black Ops 4 Blackout for about a year, and it was a staple piece of my content. The Battle Royale formula, people really liked it, and, I get it. I totally understand why there is a huge audience for that. I get it, all right? For me, I'm okay with it, but I don't want to just abandon everything I just worked on for a month just because Warzone hype has launched. You know what I'm saying? In particular, there's a new map that was just added to the standard multiplayer. I forget what it's called, Shoot House or something like that. It's supposed to be the target range, and you go through and you're actually fighting real people in the target range, So obviously there's a new map. I want to play that in the multiplayer tonight, and I want to keep unlocking stuff for my gun. I don't want to just abandon that now. Hey, listen, if I was just one of those guys who played a shitload of Modern Warfare, okay, I would absolutely do Warzone, and I would do the multiplayer and everything. But as you know, I'm juggling a tremendous amount of games right now. All right, I can't be playing Modern Warfare 5-6 streams a week. So being that I can only play it 1-2 times a week, I want to focus in on what we've been working on for a while. Let's play the modern, the standard multiplayer tonight. Let's use the 74U rifle. Let's have fun. And then maybe a week or two down the line, things calm down with that. I've used the rifle a lot. All right, for variety purposes, let's try out Warzone 2 and see if I...
What a clever little boy. He's going to wait until the Warzone 2 hype has died down immediately, and then get in it. He won't try and capitalise on the potential hype of playing a brand new fucking multiplayer, shooter game straight away. Multiplayer FPS game. He's not going to do that straight away. No. He's going to wait until, the hype has died down and everyone else in the game kind of more experienced than him know what they're fucking doing. And then he's going to get into the game. What a clever boy for his, what a clever little businessman he is. Dumb bastard.
I like it. No guarantees I will. I hated Warzone 1. But that I also hated the whole gameplay mechanics and engine of Modern Warfare 2019. So obviously if I hated one, I'm going to hate the other. It was the same thing, right? But I actually like the combat engine of Modern Warfare 2. So maybe I'll like Warzone 2. I don't know. Let's give it a shot, but let's actually do it, in the realm of reality here. Let's not just drop everything we worked on, just to play Warzone and buy into the hype. You know what I mean? I'm not one of the guys that usually buys into hype, Okay? All right. Now tomorrow, Saturday, as I just mentioned, the order of streams is up in the air, and here's why. If we need another major stream to beat The Devil in Me, we'll do it as the major stream. We'll get it done. If it looks like we can beat it in about 2 hours, then instead the main gameplay stream will be Sonic Frontiers. Continuing on, we'll finish up the 3rd world of Sonic Frontiers and head into the 4th. And then we'll do The Devil in Me conclusion as the late stream. if we do need the first stream for Devil and Me, the late stream will be Sonic Frontiers. So the games don't change. It's just the order. Okay, the order of the actual streams. Okay? Sound good? All right. Now, Sunday, we're going to swing back to God of War Ragnarok.
That was a little cheeky little thumbs up, but he gave it anyway, and that's our first bingo of the day. Diagonal line from bottom left to top right. That is our first bingo. Absolute banger. This is one of my favourite Meerkat songs. He just does very well in it.
Which I'm excited for. We're now in the midst of a really big story segment. There was a big twist in the plot again, near the end of my stream the other day, or yesterday. And again, I feel like we're almost at a cliffhanger. And I'm excited to jump back in. So that's Sunday's main stream. And Sunday night, we're going to have another game conclusion. One way or another, we are finishing Gotham Knights on Sunday night. Okay? One way or another, we're getting it done. I've had enough of this. We're going to beat this grindy nonsense. We're going to see how it all ends. All right? I don't know if I have to switch characters. I don't know if it's going to be a matter of finding a way to cheese the game. We're going to beat it. We're finishing it up. I put so much time into the game at this point, over 20 hours. I want to see it end. We're beating it on Sunday night. Okay?
This will sound like a dumb question when we're relating to Gotham Knights. I've not played the game right, but there's 4 different characters you can use. Why can't the other 3 characters help you when you're fighting them? Why is it always got to be one fucking character at a time? I'm not saying you control 4 characters at fucking once or anything. I'm just saying, why can't the other guys help you in this fucking time of need where you're fighting some big fucking boss? It seems a bit, you know, they're superheroes, but they're fucking like, you know, nah, we're fucking chilling superheroes. Is it actually a co-op game? No, I meant like AI. Could the AI not control the other 3 guys? Or is it optional where you can have other people help you, but they have to be real people? Is that what it is? So if you have actual real life people that can play the game with you, they could also join these battles and fight the boss with you. But you can't have the AI do it for you. You can bring in one character as co-op. Okay, that's what it is. Is it? To me, it seems a bit strange that you can't have the AI be that person. But at the same time, understand why they're trying to, you know, make it appeal to people, like, you know, play with your friends, whatever, and beat the boss together and all shit. But yeah, it just kind of strikes me as a bit weird that Phil was always kind of. I know it's like, I know the game doesn't have to be a co-op game, but there's 4 heroes, and the fucking heroes usually fucking fighting solo the whole time, individually. And it's like, why do they never fucking help each other out? But to me, it all seemed a bit strange that the heroes are all together on the fucking intro screen and that's it. Or during a cutscene randomly in the middle of the game.
Monday, new game release, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, before we even get to this, all right, I guess we should cover the news. So the game is out, right? People played it, and everyone reviewed it and said the gameplay is standard for Pokemon, is what you expect. The plot is actually pretty good.
Oh, there's an interesting. So Plum Girl, Phil's got a member, right? Plum Girl. She's he or she. It sounds like, because it's got girl in a fucking title, it sounds like a she, but who knows? They have been a member for 18 months, so they're a long time Phil supporter. And they said a very interesting thing. They said the member goal should be whatever it was before gifted subs. She seems to forget the fact that Phil has like over 500 gifted subs, I think. But we're interested to see how Phil responds to that. I don't think Phil's going to respond positively to it whatsoever. I'll be interested to see what happens. But that's a long time Phil fan suggesting that the member goal should have been lowered.
For Pokemon, it stands out a little bit more from other Pokemon games, a more unique plot, which is nice. And the performance on the Switch is fucking terrible. The game is a Switch exclusive. A Switch exclusive. Okay? There have been other Switch exclusives that have shined. Take a look. Apparently, Bayonetta 3 is a game that ran absolutely beautifully on the Switch. You know, among others as of late that have been ported, games that have been ported to the Switch that run fine. Why can't Pokemon run well on the Switch? All right? And what people are basically, at this point, speculating is it's this game company, Game Freak. This is the company that Nintendo owns, and they're responsible for pumping out, essentially, 1 to 2 Pokemon games a year. All right? Because think about it. We just had, last fall, the remake. I don't even remember what the remake was. It was a Pokemon game I'd never played before. And then right after that, within a couple of months, it was Pokemon Legends Arceus. And now, not even a year later, it's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. All right? So essentially what people are saying is this company is just overburdened. Nintendo keeps leaning on them so hard to pump out now 2 games a year. And they're just overworked, and they're just they're just not up to snuff of other game developers. You know, maybe another game developer would be able to handle this load and put out this many games a year, and it would actually run well. They can't. They're just, you know what I compare this to? Halo Infinite. Here's a company that put out an outstanding game, right? And then completely flubbed it. Why? They just can't handle it. They want to. They have all the good intentions of being a great top-tier AAA game developer, right? 343 Industries. They just can't do it. And at some point, someone in power has to step in and say, we're flubbing it. What are we doing? Why are we messing this up so bad? This is something people want. This is something people will throw money at. Why do we keep messing this up? So why do we accept that Game Freak pumps out 2 subpar Pokemon games a year? Let's be honest. The gameplay elements are good. If you like Pokemon, no one's going to be disappointed by this new one. No one was disappointed by Pokemon Legends Arceus, you know? But yeah, absolutely, the performance at this point, it's kind of like any other game. When you buy it, you're expecting it to perform like a current gen game. When you buy a Pokemon game, you're expecting it to be a hybrid of like fucking Nintendo 3DS and like the Wii U. You don't even expect it to look nice or run nice. You just don't. I know, I saw footage of this game. People are laughing at it. The trainer throws the Pokeball. All of a sudden, when it tries to render the screen, it's all fucking fucked up, blurry. It looks like someone melted watercolor paints on the background. All of a sudden, the graphics start popping in, and the Pokemon's all deformed. It's like, and it appears. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's not like the Switch is a new console. Like, what's your excuse at this point? You can't even get it to fucking load a screen when you're throwing a Pokeball. Jesus. And how did you this pass quality control? You know what I mean? Like, they don't have a testing department who trains it. Do you not see how bad this looks? We can't sell this now. Can we please fix this? No, that's fine. Passable. You know, it's like I've been saying about Nintendo games for many years. There's a sad fact that people who buy Nintendo games and are hardcore into Nintendo will just buy anything and then make excuses for every shortcoming of a game on a Nintendo console. It's counterproductive, because when you don't demand better, you will never get better. I don't know why people don't seem to understand that fact, that if you don't demand something to improve, it will never improve. And it's funny, because there's been times over the years when I complain about stuff, people call me a Karen. It's like, boy, you don't understand. There's a difference between nitpicking and actually demanding something better because of constructive criticism.
Shut up, Karen.
You see? If someone was being so nitpicky about the game, that's one thing. But can I just have graphics that aren't terrible, that don't load and pop in terribly and look like a melted mess? You know what I mean? I paid full price for the game. It's not like you sold me this game for $30 and said, oh, it's a discount game, so you just forgive it. You're selling these as full price retail games. But then they're way underperforming towards their other contemporary games. You know? And people just keep buying. Listen, if sales for Pokemon plummeted, do you think they would be able to keep pulling this off? But people keep buying them. So the more you buy, the more they'll get away with it. It's cause and effect. But people are just so fanboyish over everything Nintendo, they buy it all up. And it's ridiculous that here's an entire franchise that for what, 4 or 5 years, people have been demanding better. We want better, and they never.
Please mention Japan and how the culture of Japan is also fucking fueling Nintendo fanboys or whatever. Please bring up Japan and try and make it about the culture again.
Never improve, because they pump out 2 games a year and each game looks the same, right? So, am I disappointed that this game is going to look bad? Yeah, I am. I'll be honest with all of you. I'm going to buy it soon. I'm going to buy it over the weekend.
People want me to consider it as this drama. Is Phil talking about drama? He's not. He's not talking about drama, in my opinion. Not yet. He will very soon. He's going to bring up 2 news stories which are apparently very explosive. So that will definitely tick the drama box then. But I wouldn't call this drama right now. This is just Phil's take on a game.
And I am disappointed that we're going to be playing a game that is maybe going to be subpar and not be very good. You know, that's sad. But at the same time, you guys wanted it. You guys in droves said, Don't play Evil West, play Pokemon. That's what we want right now, right? You guys were just all over it. This is what you wanted. I'm okay with that. I like Pokemon. So I'm down for that. I'm down for whatever you guys want. And if Pokemon's what you want, I'm all for it. It'll be a fun, chill playthrough that we'll be balancing with everything else for, you know, weeks to months, you know, depending on how long it takes, right? So I'm down for that. All right. And let's see how it goes. If anything, for me, it's, of course, as you guys know, it's a little different. I'm a content creator. I'm not the common person who buys the game. I'm putting out the game, and I'm going to be very honest about it.
No, Phil. Yesterday, you prided yourself on being a common gamer. This is what I'm saying, Phil. You cannot just pretend to be one thing and then the next day pretend to be something else entirely. You cannot do this, Phil. You keep fucking changing your narrative to suit your goddamn story you're telling to your audience to try and sell them to give you money. No, you fucking try and sympathise with them and say, guys, I'm just like you, I'm a common gamer. Now today you're saying I'm not like common gamers, whatever, I'm a content creator. Say it again, Phil, say it again.
So, I'm down for that. Alright? And...
This is the common gamer speaker. This is the common gamer who's just like you guys speaking.
Let's see how it goes. If anything, for me, it's, of course, as you guys know, it's a little different. I'm a content creator. I'm not the common person who buys the game. I'm putting out the game, and I'm going to be very honest about it. If we're playing this game and it looks and runs like shit, I'm going to call that shit out every moment I see it to let you know, hey, is this something you should buy? If it runs like a piece of dog do, then probably not.
Apparently common gamers are not, you know, capable of being honest about the game they're playing. Who would have guessed?
You know, but let's see. Let's realistically see on Monday when I start playing it how it runs and go from there. Okay? So, Monday is the premiere of Pokemon Scarlet. And by the way, we determined it's Scarlet. I'm getting Pokemon Scarlet. We figured this out yesterday. How did we figure it out? Rashawn, at the very beginning of yesterday's God of War stream, tipped and asked this Magic 8-Ball a question. If you don't know how it works, it's an $8 tip. Actually, Rashawn did much more than that. I think he did like $25. So for an $8 tip, you get to ask the Magic 8-Ball a question. And Rashawn asked the Magic 8-Ball.
Shut up, bitch. That's another bingo. He's talking about tips, you know, so that counts as, you know, bingo. Black Mage is telling us that he said the game runs like a piece of dog poo. Is it enough? You know what? It's enough. Okay, we'll count it. Oops, didn't want to open that. There we go. That counts. That's another bingo. He specifically brings up dog poo. That's scat talk. He didn't need to bring up dog poo, he just said shit. But he is purposefully, specifically mentioning dog poo. So that is scat talk.
Which Pokemon game should I get, Scarlet?
Let me know. Just wait. Should I miss anything else?
Monday is the premiere of Pokemon Scarlet. And by the way, we determined it's Scarlet. I'm getting Pokemon Scarlet. We figured this out yesterday. How did we figure it out? Rashawn, at the very beginning of yesterday's God of War stream, tipped and asked this Magic 8-Ball a question. If you don't know how it works, it's an $8 tip. Actually, Rashawn did much more than that. I think he did like $25. So for an $8 tip, you get to ask the Magic 8-Ball a question. And Rashawn asked the Magic 8-Ball, which Pokemon game should I get, Scarlet or Violet? If I shake it and it says yes, it should be Scarlet. If I shake it and it says no, it should be Violet. I'm not kidding. It took 5 shakes to get an answer. The thing kept saying, try again later. Oh, ask again later. Hazy, try later. Oh, geez. And it took almost the entire God of War stream to get an answer out of this thing. It was being very, very stingy. But we got our answer. Eventually it said yes, which meant Scarlet. So I'll be playing Pokemon Scarlet starting on Monday. Okay? Will Pokemon look like a petrified Aerodactyl turd when we play it on Monday? Most likely. Well, I guess the 8-Ball don't lie. Great. Thanks, 8-Ball. Really appreciate that. All right. Now, Monday night, I am not doing a late night stream. Okay? Why? I know that's unprecedented. Oh my God, Phil not doing a stream. Why? Because I have to take a stream away to actually film the private react videos for patrons for this month. I know I have at least 3 to do, but I didn't check my inbox in one place. I have to see. I think I might have 4 or 5 to do. I have to check. Okay. So that night, Monday night, I'll be doing all the private react stuff and getting it all done. All right. And so that'll be out of the way for the month. And then on Tuesday, I'm leaving Tuesday up in the air. And here's what I mean. We will now be juggling 4 new release titles. Well, at that point, we'll be doing Pokemon Scarlet, God of War Ragnarok, Sonic Frontiers, and Modern Warfare 2. What we're probably going to do is overnight, Monday into Tuesday, I'm going to post a poll on the main channel page of DSP Gaming. All right? And what this poll is going to do, it's going to be all 4 games just listed. All right? And you guys will vote. And depending on what the 2 top vote games are, those will be the 2 games that I play in order. So if the game with the most votes will be the main stream, the game with the second most votes will be the second stream on Tuesday. Okay? Then Wednesday, I'm off from streaming. Thursday is Thanksgiving, which means we're going to do the holiday edition of Ask the King. If you have not posted up your questions yet, I have no idea what you're waiting for. Type ! Ask the King into the stream chat right now, or you can just go to dspgaming.com to the forum section. Right there's the thread for Ask the King. Please post up your questions. If you're a channel member, you get priority to get your question answered on the show, and most of the questions I answer will be from channel members. You can find a thread on the community tab of DSP Gaming. That's a members-only thread. You can post up your questions there. Please do. All right? That's my only stream on Thursday, Thanksgiving. That's the whole, first stream. There will be no second stream because I'm celebrating with my family. We're going to have a nice Thanksgiving dinner here together. Okay? Then on Friday, it is DSP's Black Friday Adpocalypse Spectacular Marathon, where I'm going to be reacting to retro advertisements, PSAs, and more that you guys are currently nominating. All right? You guys have done a great job because I actually took a look. And I've got dozens of individual ads you guys have nominated. And then some of you have actually nominated, compilation videos of advertisements that are classics as well, which is really cool. I'm glad that we're going to have all this stuff to look at come Friday. I think it's going to be one of those situations where a lot of people are like, well, how's he going to do that all day? And it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be like, well, we got so much to do, you no clue. We're not even going to get through most of it. Watch. It's going to be another one of those marathons, I get the feeling. So I'm very excited for that. It's unprecedented. If you haven't yet and you're interested in nominating stuff, there is a thread. You can type ! Adpocalypse into the chat, or you can just check out the main channel page of DSP Gaming. Again, you'll find that thread there from about a week and a half ago, where people are nominating nominating ads. Okay, and I can't wait. I'm probably going to be going through this probably some of my day off on Wednesday, and then also Thursday, Thanksgiving, to make the playlist of advertisements that we'll be watching live on Friday. Now, also on Friday, I'm going to be doing a live DSP Tries It, and yes, it's going to be some kind of fast foodie thing, but I need your feedback, all right? 1 week from today, this event's happening, and I need to know, what would you guys like to see me do for a Black Friday DSP Tries It? Can you find some new food item, excuse me, or something from a local fast food restaurant that you think would be great for a DSP Tries It episode? Because what I'm going to do is during the daytime, take a break during the marathon to pick up my wife from her job and drive her home. And when I do that, we're going to get food on the way back. Wow, I told you, I felt like there was gas in there and just exploded. Excuse me, guys, that was really disgusting. I need to get that out. I'm like a baby. You got to beat me, and then gas comes out. There you go. Excuse me, that was really disgusting. Okay, so anyway.
The context of that, I'm like a baby, you've got to beat me. Seriously? Did he just say that?
Felt like there was gas in there and just exploded.
So,
excuse me, guys, that was really disgusting. I need to get that out.
He's like a baby, you've got to beat me. Just that in its own context. Bloody hell.
I'm like a baby. You gotta beat me.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then gas comes out.
Sorry.
There you go. Excuse me, that was really disgusting. Okay, so anyway, please give me your ideas for something that I can eat for DSP Tries It this coming 1 week from today during the marathon. All right, guys? And what I'll do is I'll take in your suggestions over the week, get the best one, and I'll get that on the way home, and we're going to have that. Now, what that means is after that, there'll be 4 more streaming days for the week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and those days will be for all 4 of the new games. Again, God of War Ragnarok, Sonic Frontiers, which, by the way, at that point, we may actually be near the end of Sonic Frontiers. We may finish it within another stream. Pokemon Scarlet, and Modern Warfare 2. We will balance those games out over those 4 days to end the month. Now, the first week of December, we got new games. The one I'm the most interested in is absolutely the Callisto Protocol. It looks great. It's from the makers of the original Dead Space. It's a whole new franchise. I'm super excited. Quite frankly, it's probably the game I have the most hype for the rest of this year. Okay? Now, there is another game coming out, Midnight Suns. I don't know if I want to play that one or not. We'll think about it. All right, I'm going to think about it. Definitely, Callisto Protocol is the one I'm all over when it comes out. Okay, so that's the schedule. I hope that's covered everything thoroughly for you. You kind of know now what to expect in the next several weeks. And thank you in advance to anyone who contributes. Thank you to anyone who tries to help me with any of these goals and events. I really appreciate all of your input. Think about how different things is today compared to like just a few years ago. Because it used to be all me doing everything. And people were like, you know, you don't ever take feedback. You don't ever take constructive criticism or anything. Now, take a look at all my events. Like, they're almost all based around you and your feedback and your direct input. And I love that. I love that you have control over a lot of the stuff that we do here on the channel that's special. It makes it feel special. You know, if it's all me doing it all the time, it's just like, I feel like I'm just a dictator in charge of everything. And that's not just about me. It's about us having a good time together. That's how this all works, right? Okay. I think we've covered pretty much everything. I want to cover these news stories. This is just crazy. Okay? The news stories are out of control. We got 2 big ones to cover today. The first news story is an ongoing news story that we've actually been covering, you know, on and off. Let's see here. I want to find the picture for it. We've been covering this development on and off for weeks. All right? And basically, Twitter is falling apart at the seams because Elon Musk has been redesigning, reorging, or, and according to some people, just literally dissecting the organization from the ground up. First, within the first week of him working there and owning it, he laid off half the people. Then, he decided to rip apart the internal programs, including the meal plan that apparently, depending on who you listen to, some people were saying it was a very economic meal plan where employees who worked at Twitter could just get free food there of 3 meals a day. Others were like, didn't even make sense. You had a meal plan, but no one worked at Twitter. Like, no one worked in the HQ. Maybe 20% of the employees actually came to work. Everyone was remote working for the past 2.5 years. So why did they even have a meal plan, right? The thing is, I'm not here to cover all of this. What I want to talk about is what happened yesterday. So apparently what happened was Elon had sent out an email to all his employees like 2-3 days ago with an edict, basically saying, here's the deal. For those of you who are still here, because half of you have already been laid off, things are changing, all right? No more of this remote work. You have to work in the office every day. If you're not okay with that, say it and you're gone, because I can't have people remote working anymore. You have to work here, okay, physically. In addition, we all have to have a new mindset, because essentially the way he's outlining...
Hey, we got one more bingo edition, so there we fucking go. We are 4 away from our full house, and we have 1 free space already, thanks to him snorting up a storm.
Is the old Twitter was basically like a party, right? No one was really being held accountable. Everyone would work remotely. Things weren't getting done. And the company was bleeding money, and you can't operate like that forever. He bought it and said, that's it. Immediately, we're changing the whole company from the ground up. We need this to now operate like a real company. Now, you know me. I have been very skeptical, all right, of companies like this, where you hear the rumors they have a slide in the middle of their company. They eat fucking pomegranates, and they do a Pilates class and stuff like that. Like, what are you talking about? Are they working, or are they in fucking, you know, preschool, right? And it's funny because... you know, we've been very critical of companies like that over the years, like Google, Facebook, who have that kind of weirdo shit. Apparently, Twitter was kind of one of those companies. You don't have to come to work. You can work from home. It's very lax. Free meals if you come to work. All 3 meals a day. You don't have to worry about paying for nothing, you know. And the truth is that maybe that company does need to change. Maybe it does need to improve. Maybe it needs to have a wake-up call if it's actually going to become some kind of a serious profitable company, right? But at the very same time, there's a difference between, okay, I bought the company and I'm going to reorganize it in a way that makes sense, in a way that there's a transition so people can get used to it. No, Elon says, I buy the company and it's scorched earth time. Zoop! Wipe everything out. Literally just wipe everything out. Everyone's gone. Change everything overnight. Get used to it. If you're...
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
Well, look what decided to finally start working again. Thank you very much, Black Mage, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. It says DSP tries it. The barrel of a 45 SCP. That is quite dark indeed, Black Mage, but you are quite a dark individual. Jesus, man. Yeah, god damn. That's I don't think that's safe for YouTube, that kind of content, not gonna lie. By the way, I'm going to play the animations for Kyle Denson and Lord D-Dog because they sent super chats as well earlier on, and I think it seems to be working again, so let me just play those animations since Stream Elements didn't want it to play earlier on.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
And one more from Lord E-Dog.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
That dude's name is too fucking big for the screen. I might need to fucking move the animation over a little bit just to make sure it fits in future. Oh, for God's sake, but there you go. But yeah, and of course, most recent one was Black Mage, so I'll just replay that just so it's updated in the bottom of the screen. Because anytime I play an animation, it updates at the very bottom of the screen as well. As you see, if you look at the bottom left, I've hit reload.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
So things seem to be working again, and the most recent super chat was Black Mage indeed, so there you go. Thank you very much, Black Mage, for super chat, I do appreciate it, and it's good that it's working again, so there you go. If you contribute to anything, you will hear it region, but you don't have to, of course. We're all just here having fun, laughing at Biggie, and it looks like we're on course for a full house again. Hopefully we are so close to our full house, and we have a free space. We have 3 to go, essentially. So bear that in mind, we might get a full house today.
You don't like it, fuck it, you're out. And I don't know about that. Like, can you blame the employees? Because it's funny, because I see these threads online of people who are like very critical of the employees. Well, you know, those employees thought they were special snowflakes. Can you name another major company where you get pampered like the Twitter employees were getting pampered? Like, there were even memes on the internet of videos of Twitter employees saying things like, you know, oh, you know, I didn't do anything today, and here's my work day, and they're walking around doing nothing, and they're getting paid for it, you know? So maybe they were, excuse me, maybe they were basically living in this alternate reality of whoever was running the company was running it in a weird way that other companies really don't operate. All right, I don't know. I don't work there, right? But what I can tell you is, all right, and this is from personal experience from being in companies that have reorganized. The whole scorched earth, shock value reorgs, they don't work. They don't. What ends up happening is people who liked working for your company overnight hate it because you changed everything that they liked about the company. You didn't give them a slow change or a slow time to transition. You basically told them, deal with it or quit. And what's going to happen is they're going to quit, you know, especially because what he's offering is if you quit right now, I'll give you 3 months severance. So that gives them 3 whole months of full pay where basically they're still getting paid and have time to find another job in the industry. And probably if they worked for Twitter, they will find another job in the industry. Okay. So it's weird because it's kind of like the way Elon has gone about this is, well, here's what you have to accept if you want to keep working at Twitter. Hours are going to be longer and basically unpaid extra hours. You have to work in person at the HQ. We're cutting all of the bells and whistles you used to like the free meals and all that, all gone. Okay. And basically you have to be hardcore like me in order to work here. All right. Now I want you to think about this. You've got some, apparently, by all reports, some of the best people in your industry working for you right now. Overnight, you basically say, I'm changing the entirety of this company from what you like to something that's completely different. And you have like 2 days to decide if you want to stay. If you were even lucky enough to survive the first wave of employment cuts. All right. So basically, you think about all this. You're like, now who's going to want to stay? Well, here's the thing. If you're confident in your abilities, if you feel like you are someone who's very good at what you do, and you know that you could likely get picked up at one of your other contemporary kind of companies out there. I mean, none of them are going to be on par with what Twitter is, but maybe a similar style company that needs your kind of expertise or whatever. And you feel that you've put out enough work that you could be desirable as an employee. All right. Likely, you're going to take the 3-month severance. You're going to say, I have 3 whole months to now fish my resume out there, to interview, get paid the entire time I'm doing it. And I could jump right into a new company, hit the ground running from the start. As opposed to, you have no idea what's going to happen if you stay at Twitter. Right now, Twitter stock has hit an all-time low. People are not confident in the site. People are afraid the site might shut down, right? And it sucks because Twitter has really been a place for humanity, quite frankly, to focus together and have social dialogue over the last decade. It's become increasingly more and more important as a whole, not only just for stupid gossip and nonsense, but actual real-world news hits Twitter a lot of the times before it hits anywhere else. You hear about it on Twitter first, and then the reputable news sites start covering it, right? So you're talking about a place that actually has become a giant focal point of culture and a way to disseminate information on the internet. And the fact that it could actually just go away, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you think about it. It's nuts. So all that being said, if you're someone who really values yourself as an employee and you really think that you are a desirable employee, are you going to stay with Twitter and take this giant gamble? I don't know what's going to happen with this company. I don't know if Elon's going to work us to the bone and we're going to feel like shit and not want to work here anymore. Or do you say, I'll take the 3-month severance and I think I'm going to get hired somewhere else because I've got a good resume. I've done good work. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I'll take the free money and I'll go work elsewhere. Okay? So here's what happened. The deadline has hit. And yesterday, the designers that were working on Elon Musk's new blue verified check project, the whole pay $8, get a verified check, they all quit. The whole team left. The lead web engineer quit. Many of the Twitter employees who were maintaining the critical infrastructure of the company all resigned at the same time. Basically, they're all out. Most of the critical employees are out. They quit. They said, fuck this. We feel like we could get a job somewhere else. Okay? So there was all these crazy stories, and you can't really know what to believe or not. There was a story that all the employees got locked out of the HQ, and they were told you can't return until Monday. I don't know if I believe that bullshit. But basically so much information, and you couldn't tell if any of it was real or not, about this started hitting the internet that people started saying Twitter was going to close overnight. This is it. This is the end of Twitter as we know it. Elon's done it. He's gutted the company. All the valuable employees have quit. So basically all he's got right now is a skeleton crew. And we don't know what's going to happen with this company. All right. There were memes. I don't even know what to believe. I saw pictures that supposedly someone had a projector and they were projecting all these defamatory statements about Elon Musk on the outside of the building last night. And everyone was filming it and memeing it all over the internet, saying things like he's a space Karen. He's the world's most worthless billionaire and kinds of shit like that. You never know what to believe. I honestly can't say. I don't work there. I don't really know what happened, But what I can tell you is this. The site did not implode overnight. All right. That doesn't mean that something could go wrong. Here's the thing. If the actual people who were really in charge of all of these major programs have quit, and you just have people say, okay, so I can keep it running until something goes wrong, but I don't know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? You might just have people, okay, I know this is probably a stupid comparison, but think.
Yeah, it's not a stupid person. Phil is fucking rambling, is fucking playing his and fucking constructed his thoughts incoherently. Thankfully, I've got intelligent people in my chat, like SCP Sophie, who says all the server hosting and servers are in another facility, and Twitter headquarters will be fine until they get replaced. So there you go. Fact of the matter is, it's not going to die overnight because all the server hosting and servers are in another facility altogether. Yes, obviously, as things going on dramatically at fucking Twitter right now, you got people walking out left, right, and centre, all sorts of shenanigans and problems going on. Elon doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing. Didn't it get confirmed the other day that Elon's stepping down? He wants someone else to take over as CEO because they just can't handle it. So I think he wants somebody else to basically be in charge of Twitter, since he certainly cannot do anything himself effectively. But I don't think he's selling it. I just think he wants somebody else in charge of it effectively.
Look at The Simpsons, Homer Simpson. He goes to the radioactive plant.
Oh, his example is based on The Simpsons. Okay, let's see where this goes. Thoughtful Phil.
Programs have quit. And you just have people say, okay, so I can keep it running until something goes wrong, but I don't know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? You might just have people, okay, I know this is probably a stupid comparison, but think of The Simpsons, Homer Simpson. He goes to the radioactive plant, the nuclear power plant, every day, and he has a button that he pushes. He doesn't know what it does, but apparently he's told if you just push this button, all right, the plant keeps working. So imagine you're Homer Simpson. You didn't design the plant, you didn't design the system, you don't even know how it works, but you just sit there and you press the button, and the business keeps operating. But what if the button breaks? Well, I don't know what to do. I'm not that person. I'm just the person who does the menial, trivial work to keep the business going. I'm not the big brain that codes everything. I'm not the big brain that fixes the problems I just do this. So then one day, Homer goes, and the button breaks, and now what do? Dope! And the whole plant explodes, right? So that might be what happened with Twitter, is that if so many people have quit, and unless Elon can find people right away, all right, to jump in and fill these roles who know what they're doing, the whole site could implode at any moment's notice, right? And I kind of scratch my head. I don't know if it's true or not. The thing is, we're all just hearing this third party, right? None of us are there. And the company itself is not saying anything. One of the first teams Elon laid off was the communications team. They have no one to respond to requests for comment. They're all fired. So there's no one to put out official statements about anything about what's going on in the company. They can't even deny it because there's no one to respond. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of weird, obviously. What a situation. But what I can say is this, you know, as you guys know, I already announced this earlier this week when the writing was on the wall, this was happening. Listen, Twitter for me has been quite a unique experience in my life. When I first started using Twitter...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Major Super Chat. It says, that fade is so bad. He looks horseshoe bald with a toupee. Jesus. Yeah, Phil's haircut has not been the best one, but it just gives me fair reason and opportunity to play this as much as I can.
Go back to Supercuts and get your $5 back, jabroni! Oh no!
I'll never get tired of playing that whenever it's fucking relevant. He has just got a haircut, so it's definitely still relevant to keep playing that.
2010, when you guys convinced me that I needed social media because I was a public figure and you guys wanted to have that direct line of contact with me about stuff rather than me just posting up, say, a video on YouTube, which is what I wanted to do. If you guys remember back in the day, so I created DSP Gaming in 2010, all right? Originally, I was on Dark Side Phil. It had a bunch of false copyright strikes. I got fed up. I said, I'm going to make a new channel, DSP Gaming. So I did. And when I started doing that, I said, if I need to talk to you guys, I'll just make a video. And you guys were like, no, Phil. That's ridiculous. Every time you want to say anything to us, you're going to make a video. You don't need to do that. That's what Twitter's for, right? That you need a place where if you just have a quick thing to say or a comment about something, you know, you can just immediately just tweet it up, and that way we know what's going on. What if you're going to be late for a stream or late for a video one day? What if you're not going to upload one day? You can't upload a video to say you can't upload videos. I guess that's a good point. Like, my internet's out. How am I going to post up? Oh, by the way, I have no internet today. How am I going to post up a video? So, I listened to you guys, and I got my Twitter account going. And over the years, I'll be telling, man, my Twitter account has had ups and downs. More often than not, especially back in the day when I was an idiot, I would say dumb shit on there. I would insult people for no good reason. It was a big hotbed of problems for me, okay? And I would say around the time when I started becoming a full-time streamer in 2017, things changed a little bit. I became a little bit more mature. It was basically just a place where I would just post up things for business, and that was it, which is a good thing. Not to say that there haven't been things, for example, the whole Pro Jared debacle, and then there was this year.
Hooray, he said example, that's a double bingo, diagonal line, and the good old horizontal line as well. That's a double bingo. We are technically 2 away. Keep in mind we have a free space. If Phil says hate to say on demand or he mocks his chat, you know, that, you know, it says 2 of those 3 things or does 2 of those 3 things, we tick them off. That is a bingo. We have a free space, remember. Bandabby dozy.
Here with the Oscars and the Will Smith slap, and that was actually my most viral tweet of all time, was the Will Smith Oscar slap tweet, if you can believe it. Don't ask me how, but it got like 80-some thousand likes, like insane amounts of retweets. It was ridiculous how viral my tweet went for the Oscars, of all things. By the way, I didn't even watch the Oscars, just for the record. Okay? So anyway, you know, definitely my Twitter experience has been a weird one, all right? But for the most part, the reason I really like Twitter is because at any moment's notice, if something is going on in the world and I feel like I could add something to it, I could say something about it immediately. If I need to tell you guys something happened, oh, sorry guys, I'm running behind, you know, things are going badly and I can't be here on time today, I can tell you immediately. If I see something interesting when I'm out and about in the world and I want to share a picture with you right away, I can do it instantly. I like that, okay? Not to say that there's not competitors or whatever, but Twitter was the one that was the biggest when I started, and to some extent it still is today. So, you know, with all that being said, all I have to say is, thanks for a wild ride. It's been 12 years of Twitter. And not to say that it's been an insanely huge focus for me, because it never really was. But I enjoy the fact that I do have that direct line of contact with you guys if and when I need it. As I told you guys this week, it's not that I'm phasing out Twitter, but it's always good to have a backup. So YouTube is my backup. Right now, there's a community page on DSP Gaming. I can use this phone and the YouTube app to post directly to that page, just like it's my Twitter, including polls, pictures, and the like. It's basically a social media feed for me. So absolutely, if you are interested in following me on the internet and you don't want to deal with the baloney over on Twitter, and who knows what's going to happen with that, follow me here on DSP Gaming. Subscribe to the channel and check out that feed. All right, and that's that. That's my backup for now. Will I eventually get other social media? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'll think about it. But for me, like, I don't really see a giant need to have another social media account when I could have all the stuff here on YouTube now. All right. Now, the other news story is equally wild. And I never expected this news story to hit. I don't even know if half of you have even heard of this one. Some of you do know of a guy. His name is Yuji Naka. Yuji Naka is the co-creator of Sonic the Hedgehog. All right. And he has had a spotted history as a game developer, to say the least. He has had a very tenuous relationship with Sega as a game creator. And basically, last year, the reason everyone knew his name is because of Balin Underworld. Or is it Balin Underworld? I don't even know how to pronounce it, okay? This was supposed to be his big comeback to gaming. After having not been involved with Sonic the Hedgehog for the longest time, he was going to make a brand new franchise. And it was fucking terrible. It came out, it was unfinished, it was a mess, it was boring, people didn't like it, it got completely slammed, and now you could buy it for like $5 everywhere, okay? When the game came out, Yuji had to wait a little bit, but after a few weeks, he basically came out and made a social media post saying, just so you know, this game was not my fault. I had all these ideas and things, and Sega would not let me implement them. They basically held my hand the entire time saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. They literally, prevented me from doing what I wanted to do with this game. And, it would have been much better if I wasn't limited by Sega. Sega came out with a totally different story, saying that's not true. This guy got what he wanted, and basically the game sucked. And so we knew that it was kind of like a wasted effort. So we had to release it. So we just released it as it was. We weren't gonna waste any more time and money. You know what this reminds me of? Metal Gear Solid 5. That's kind of what happened with Metal Gear Solid 5, where Kojima-san was making the game, and kind of, who is it at that point? Konami said exactly the same thing. They felt that basically he was going over budget, he was asking for too much, he was running the game into the ground, and it wasn't as good as he thought it was, and so they cut him off, and they fired his whole team, and they just released the game as is, and the game wasn't finished. Admittedly, it was not. All right, you can tell when you play it. It just cuts off. It's like, what the fuck happened here, right? Can you say that Balin Wonderworld is the same situation? I don't know. I didn't play it. I don't think anyone will actually know the truth of the matter here. Okay. So why the hell am I talking about Yuji Naka? Because he was just arrested. For what? Tokyo officials have arrested Yuji Naka for insider trading. Get this. According to FNN News, Naka, while he was working at Square Enix, allegedly bought 2.8 million yen's worth of aiming stock prior to the official announcement that there would be a new Dragon Quest game project teaming up with the company Aiming. So he had insider knowledge that a Dragon Quest game was going to be made as a collaboration with another company, and he went out and he bought stock in the company before the announcement came out. That is completely illegal. That is called, you have insider information and you made an investment based on that, and that is considered not a fair market move, and that is illegal. So he got completely destroyed. If this is true and proven as it was true, he is really badly in trouble. Take a look at what happened to Martha Stewart, who did exactly the same thing. She had to go to jail. I mean, yeah, it wasn't real jail. She probably had cushy jail, which made cookies all fucking day. But still, ouch. And so that has nothing to do with his game development history. But can you imagine, you're the co-maker of Sonic, one of the most iconic video game characters of all time, right? And you keep trying to make games, they're failing. You get your big comeback move. Oh man, I gotta make a game again, Balin Underworld. That one fails miserably. And it's like, all right, forget it. I give up. I'm just gonna fucking lay low. Enough is enough. And he gets arrested for crazy insider trading. Like, damn. So, I guess we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. If anything, the reports are this guy kind of went off the deep end a while ago. A lot of people are saying, yeah, even though, yes, there's two sides to every story, you got to understand it's like, if something happened with this guy once, okay, maybe that was just a fluke. If it happened twice, okay, maybe that was just bad luck. When there's this shit happening with this guy over the years, over and over and over, at one point you got to realize maybe it's him,
Phil. You should fucking say that again and use it on yourself. How many times over the years has shit happened with you? All this sort of toxic, fucking horrible shit. How many fucking times, Phil? Maybe you should fucking heed that one advice and look within. Just saying, pal. Maybe it's you.
And a lot of people have reported that they're like, yeah, as much as like we want to have good intentions towards the guy, it just seems like the guy is a hotbed for problems. And now this is happening. It's a lot of people who know him were like, yep, sounds like something he would do. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, well anyway, it's obviously not good news. It sucks. I wish that wasn't the case. You want to have good news? Today we don't really have any good news. We just have a bunch of drama nonsense from the internet, okay? All right, well, oh man, let me stretch. Oh, oof. Oh, that was a good stretch. Oh, that's it. Let's get the shout out, shall we? All right, let's do it. Our first contribution of the day was Parasolo, and he gifted a membership. And that membership went to George Costanza 6.0. Congratulations to George Costanza on getting that gifted membership. Chef D re-upped his membership for 5 months. He says, I missed the Pokemon Stadium from the N64 days. You guys have told me about this game, and apparently it's really good. I guess it was the first actual 3D Pokemon game back in the day on consoles, and I never played it. I don't know anything about it, but you guys seem to hold it in your memory as a really nostalgic game. So, interesting. But anyway, thank you for re-upping your membership, Chef. Plum Girl re-upped her membership for 18 months. The member goal should be whatever it was before the gift. First of all, before the gift started, we were at 5-something, and I think we were trying to hit 6-something, if I remember correctly. But what we really need to do is we have to see if this dip happens on Monday. If we don't hit the goal by Monday, and this giant dip happens, we basically just have to see where we're at. Because I don't really know where we're at. I don't know what it's going to be once this gifted. There were 2 membership bombs in October. There was one that happened that was a giant one, and then like a couple of days later there was another one. So we have to kind of see what's going to happen here and go from there. But let's, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's see what happens the weekend, and then when Monday comes, if that happens and it dips or whatever, go from there and figure it out. I'm not freaking out. I'm not. This is not the sky is falling or anything like that. Sergio Lopez re-upped his membership for 9 months, and he says, Phil, I'm looking forward to the Christmas videos. Now, when you say Christmas videos, do you mean the Christmas marathon? If you mean that, then yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. I love doing it every year. I hope we can do it this year, but I love doing it every year. It's also always something special that I do. Jade, I'm glad to hear that you were feeling 100% today. That's excellent. Okay, on the tip side of things, we start off today with a $2 tip from Shia. It says, this is my Don't Be Scared song. Sing it and I won't be scared long. Oh, no. If you don't get that reference, you probably have not watched the Devil in Me videos from last night. If you get that reference, you're face-palming and cringing as much as I am. There you go. Okay. Moving on. From Tarantula MS, I received a $10 tip. Thank you very much, Tarantula. Let's get your first tipping animation of the day. Let's get it going on the stream. Thank you. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. You are now indeed the top tipper of the day. Thank you for that. And Tarantula says, hey, Phil. What's going on, Tarantula? Good to have you here on the stream today. How are you doing? Hope you're ready for some horror fun because we're about to get some. So thank you for that. Elsky has just re-upped their membership for 19 months. Says, hey, happy Friday, Phil. I hope that you have a good weekend. Thank you very much, Elsky. It should be a good weekend. We got a good lineup of stuff between The Devil and Me, Sonic Frontiers, Modern Warfare 2, and God of War. It's a really good weekend coming up. So I'm excited for all the games we're playing right now, having a good time. Expand Dong says, back in the 90s when Yuji Naka was overseeing American developers working on Sonic Extreme, he would talk shit about them in Japanese thinking they wouldn't understand, but many of them could understand. There you go. Derek is here. He says, happy Friday. I found some more older video game, board game, and toy commercials from the 80s and 90s. Excellent. Thank you, man. Please post them up. Like I said, what I think I will do is on my day off on Wednesday, likely what's going to happen, I know what's going to happen. Kat's going to want to play God of War. And what I'm going to probably tell her is, why don't you play it for an hour or two? And I'll come up here into the office and I'll review all your guys' nominations of the ads that you've nominated. And I'll skim through them because obviously I want to make sure that they're all the criteria I laid out. I want to make sure no one nominated ads from like, the late 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, It has to be older ads. And I'm going to just basically go through and I'm going to make a playlist, a custom playlist of the ones I'll just add them. And we're going to watch them all. It should be a good time. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that. Okay. I got another tip here. Let's see here. From Anso Kamaru, he tipped me $1.50. He says, I was making soft-boiled eggs when you said Yuji Naka was arrested. I was shocked and I burned my finger. I feel bad for him. Talk about a fall from grace. Goddamn. Yeah, the thing is, what the hell did I just click? But the thing is, with that kind of stuff, like insider trading and shit, I mean, the temptation must be tremendous. Can you imagine if you were in a position of power at a company and you were given a piece of knowledge, like you're working at a game company and you're finding out, oh my God, there's going to be a giant collab between my company and this other company. They're going to put out a game that's probably going to make a ton of money, right? And you know for a fact that when this gets announced, right? When it gets announced, it's going to be huge. It's going to be so popular and everyone's going to want it. And it's just going to cause a stock spike, right? Do you know how tempting it must be to say, man, I don't want to buy that stock because if I'm going to make so much money on it, but it's illegal. and you're going to get caught whenever, let me put it this way, all right? In life, there are some people who are just dumb lucky, right? They are. But
I mean, looking at fucking Mirror, pal, you got away with some incredible bankruptcy fraud, pretending those microtransactions were business related when they were fucking not.
in general, when you see anyone who all of a sudden out of nowhere gets some kind of a huge positive boon or gain, unprecedented out of nowhere, there's going to be people who are going to analyze it. They're going to say, let's make sure that's kosher. So even though you may think, oh, short term, I'm going to make a lot of money, and maybe he did, long term, you're going to get caught. You know, it's just not worth it. That's just, you know, what did he get? Maybe.
You're right, Phil. Long term, you are going to get caught. Because we're not going to fucking let this drop. We're not going to fucking make people forget this happened. We're not going to make sure this just goes away quietly into the fucking night. We're going to make sure people are still aware of it. This year, next year, the year after, until you get caught.
He made money for a year on that and he was able to blow it all in a year or something. I don't know, but now he's probably going to go to jail. Was that really worth it? I don't know, you know. I guess if you're already filthy rich like Martha Stewart, it doesn't really matter. But for someone like him, I don't know, man. But anyway, thank you for the tip. And we have another tip here, another dollar tip. Here we go. This is the detractor. So as you guys know, I'm not entertaining detractor shit anymore. I've already announced this on the stream. I said, I'm taking good advice. People have said, the best thing you can do is completely ignore detractor stuff. Don't even address it. Not even as a joke. Because even if you address it as a joke, that's what they want. They want the rise out of you. They want to get that shout out. So, you see a tip, it's a tip detractor. Ignore it. I'm just ignoring it. There's no point in addressing it. Okay? If you ever want to hear me address stuff, like I said, I'm going to eventually do some kind of an interview. Like I said, I have people who are interested. All right, now I can't do it. I'm so busy.
Okay. I'm counting that as mocking chat. That is him mocking his chat. So fuck it. That is a double bingo. Horizontal line, vertical line, fucking yaldi.
Eventually, I'm going to get to it and focus on it. That'll be me addressing the shit. You're not going to see it here daily on my streams. It's not worth my time. Okay? I received a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper who says, keep on keeping on. Thank you very much to the anonymous $2 tipper. Appreciate that. Thank you for the positivity. Hello, Juan David. How are you? Welcome. Expand Dunks is the issue back then. Naka was mad at American Devs for using his code for Knights of the Dreams for Sonic Extreme, and he had no say till he threatened to leave Sega unless they stopped using it. Derek says the Black Friday Adpocalypse Marathon is reminding him of my old retrospectives where a lot of people would nominate stuff. I agree. Because it's not just you, Derek. Although, Derek, you are nominating a ton of shit. As you can see, if you look at that thread, a lot of other people nominated stuff too, which is excellent. Again, the more nominations, the better. And I'm going to take a little while, probably on Wednesday, to look and sift through all of it. And it should be good for the event. I'm very excited for the event on Friday. Okay. I hear you. Chorley Chaplin says, I'm glad about that. Try not to give up on it. No, I hear you. Like, here's the thing. All right. I sadly do get baited by nonsense. Let's be honest. Who's one of the people who baited me a lot? Snow Carl, right? He would give me like a dollar tip with a seemingly innocuous question that would just lead to feeding right into a troll me. And I just don't want to put up with that anymore. I don't see the point. Like right now, if I answered what this idiot said, it would waste everyone's time. No one cares. That's the thing. All of you who are here, how many of you really want to hear me now rant about some dumbass, unrelated troll bullshit right now, right? We're having a good time. We're having a good interactive time. We're having a fun conversation. We don't want to hear that stupid shit. And that's what I mean. Why do you think that person is trying to derail the stream? That's exactly why. Haha! Phil's having a good stream today. Let's do it. Let's have him rant about something stupid, and he falls right into the hole again, right? And the thing is, it's not going to be anything you guys have not heard before, because you guys have heard everything before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have heard my answers, because I've responded to all the troll shit on this channel over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? I've responded to it a million times. You guys have heard my responses. It's people outside of DSP Gaming who've never heard my responses, because basically everything I do on the stream that's positive doesn't get echoed. Anything that's negative gets the echo chamber to the internet, right? So you will never hear my logical response to anything because they don't want to act like I had one. They just want to act like there's nothing, there's no defense, which is bullshit, you know? So what's the point of me just reiterating the same shit I said and going in circles and saying, hey, you're an idiot? There's no point. I'm just not going to bother with it anymore, okay? So Sergio Lopez did a super chat, says, yes, I went to Christmas Marathon. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Sergio, for the super chat. And I am too excited for the Christmas event. I hope it happens. Let's see here. Derek, all right, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. An anonymous tipper to me $1.50 says, what's the hardest you've laughed at something since the South Park testicle video? Because I died laughing at that. You know, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have cracked up at many different things over the years on streams. Definitely the South Park one was like the first really notable moment that I couldn't control my laughter. Like, I just could not stop. It made me giddy. It was so over the top, crazy funny. And since that video, you know, there have absolutely been funny moments that I've laughed my ass off at, but, you know, I'm not sure. I'd have to be like, you guys have to think about it. Maybe you guys would probably know better than me. You know, the first moment is always the one that sticks out the most, but I don't know since then. Yeah. I honestly can't answer. I wish I could. It's been so much. That's the thing when you're someone who's done so much like me, 14 years, it's very hard to to keep track of it all. All right, and guys, open Q&A now. Of course, I'll keep shouting out contributions, but open Q&A if anyone wants to tag me in the chat. I'm all ears. What would you like to ask me? I don't even know what the hell Call Me Carson is, so I don't think I laughed at Call Me Carson getting canceled. Sorry, I think you made that one up. Guts, the next marathon is 1 week from today. We just talked about it. It is the Black Friday Adpocalypse React Spectacular Special Event. There you go. I'm not going to talk about it again. What video game genre did the best this year? Ooh. Ooh. Jesus. Third-person action? Because I guess you could technically say both Elden Ring and God of War are third-person action games. They're very, very different, but they are third-person action games, right? I don't know. Am I a turkey, white or dark meat kind of guy? Well, Big Papa Phil, first of all, I'm not a big turkey guy in particular at all. I'm not that much into turkey when it comes to, like, Thanksgiving. I do like turkey in various different things. I like turkey sausages. I like turkey, ground turkey that you can make into things. Turkey meatballs. I like turkey lunch meat. You know, I do like turkey in those forms. As of raw, like pure meat turkey off of a turkey, I'm actually not that big of a fan. I think it's all right. I think you can have turkey meat with, like, gravy and other things that make it taste better, but I'm just not in love with it. You know, in general, any meat off of a bird, a fowl, a poultry, you know, a waterfowl, whatever you want. No, I don't think, no, waterfowl would be like a duck, right? Any bird that you're going to eat, the dark meat is usually better than the white meat, right? I think we can all agree there. There's a couple exceptions. Like, for example, if you get duck and you eat duck breast has crispy skin and also a fatty layer that makes the duck breast actually taste really good if you eat it with that. But for the most part, the dark meat's just going to taste better, all right? However, the dark meat's harder to eat. Usually the dark meat's on the thigh, on the leg, and that's a pain. You got to eat it on the bone, the gristle, the, you know, the shit that's not easy to eat. A breast of turkey, a breast of chicken, a breast of duck is the easiest thing to eat on it. But that's the white meat, which is drier, right? This year, we're having just the turkey breast. We got the turkey, they basically cut everything off of it, and it's just the turkey breast that you bake in your oven, and you slice it off, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to have for our meat for Thanksgiving. So that's what we're doing this year with gravy. We're going to have that with gravy. I received another tip. A $10 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. And they said, sorry, I admit it. I have to watch your new on-demand videos. I'm currently trying to shift my focus to finishing some of my PS4 games before I buy a PS5 during the holiday shopping. I'm currently finishing up Death Stranding. That's all good. Sorry that you can't see it live. It's all good, as you know. Still fun to watch on demand. Thank you for your support. I appreciate a nice $10 tip today, even though you...
Hold on a second. This random alternative Snow Carl person, we don't know if they intentionally baited that. That's one of those things where I don't know if it's a bait or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, did they intentionally say that knowing this card is on, you know, it's this close to a win? It's like one of those things. Has somebody baited Phil into saying it?
A $10 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix.
To be fair, if this is a case, I don't think they've done it before.
And they said, sorry, I admit it. I have to watch your new on-demand videos. I'm currently trying to shift my focus to finishing some of my PS4 games before I buy a PS5 during the holiday shopping. I'm currently finishing up Death Stranding. That's all good. Sorry that you can't see it live. It's all good, as you know. Still fun to watch on demand.
I mean, to be fair, Phil did say it naturally of his own volition straight away afterwards. I'll count it. I'm going to count it. Phil, of his own volition, did say it afterwards by himself, so fuck it, I'm counting it. And that means, fuck it, we got a bingo. That's a free space bingo. We're done. Full house, guys, full house. Don't know how many times I should play the horns, but... kind of baited, but at the same time, I don't think it is bait. This other snow car was never baited before, I think. Plus, Phil did afterwards say it by himself of his own free will. So. Bottom line is, you guys win. Is that enough bingos? Is that enough MLG horns? Do we need one more horn? Screw it, there I can go.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate a nice $10 tip today, even though you can't really stick around. Enjoy your games, right? Enjoy your games. Have a good time. This is the best time of the year for it, right? For sure.
So yeah, the bingo's over. We win. We are victorious. Thank goodness for that. I need a full list of people. Here we go. Hang on. So let's just go live. We're done with the bingo. We're done with the podcast anyway. We're just... Oh, Jesus Christ, Phil's on his break. Phil already has... Phil has $30 so far. You know, and he's on his break now, so we're going to take that. Yeah, we're done. We've won the bingo. Fucking hooray for that. Great stuff. We need to get the... So yeah, hang on 2 seconds. Let me set up the... Let me set this up, and I think Dashi has been kind enough to send me a list of people in the chat. I will need your help, guys, to make sure everyone is there. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Open that, click on that. We have 41 different names in the chat so far, although one of them's mine. So let's get rid of my ass. There we go. You guys can't see the screen right now. Wait for it. Wait for me to fix that. Hold on. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. There you go. We have a big wheel of names, although we might need to, you know, make sure. I want to make sure you guys are included here. So who's on here that should be on here? Who's not on here? Stevie Dead, you're on here. Good stuff, pal. Prophet's not on here. Strange. Let's get Prophet on here. What's in your bag? You're not on here either. That's a good point. You should go there. What's in... Agent Proper says kill me. Okay. Well, killing you, I will add your name. Whether you like it or not. Yiggy wants me to remove them. Alright, if you say so. Okay. Sheet Metal, you are on here. Agent Proper is on here. Train, are you on here? Yes, you are. Tacozilla. Yep. I'm just trying to go through the whole list here. People are in the chat right now. Nato Ronan, yes, you're on here. Plus Salad, you're on here. I might as well fucking throw your ass in here. Is it one word? All one word? No, it's 2 words, okay. Cool. Well, what's this in new messages? Hang on, what's this message I've got? This is an updated list. 2 seconds. Right. Okay. Are we all here? Is everyone present for and accounted and all that jazz? Tony is there, fucking hooray for that. Lord D-Dog, you're there. Mastodon, J Ruiz. You're not there. Hold on a second, J Ruiz. There we go. Heather's there. Conroy is there. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone out. Dash, yeah, you're there, pal. Yes, you are. Good. Black Mage, you're not there for now. Let's make sure we fix that right now. I don't know why it misses you out. I blame Dashi. He set the list. There we go. The N Mao says he's not there, although I've never seen you before. At least I don't remember seeing you, but I'll still include you anyway. Sneaky as it feels. There you go. Kyle Dude is saying me. You're not on here, so I might as well throw you in here. Kyle Dude 125. Cool. Lil Shadow doesn't see themselves. A good point. Yeah, sure, right below them. Greg Lake, are you on here? Yes, you are. Good stuff. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone out, guys, that's all. Clyde Dale, are you on here? You're not on here. Clyde Dale's asking what's going on here. Why do I have a sneaky suspicion that some people are enjoying an alternative detractor stream, which is perfectly fine, of course. We need a cut-off list. What do? We have 49 different names so far. Let's just make sure. Agreeable compliments. Okay, 50. That's 50 now. Agreeable compliments. That is our 50th name. We have 50 different people from the stream in this chat right now. I think I've done my best to try and make sure everyone is included. It's here or whatever, you know? So now I'm going to shuffle the crap out of this just to try and make it a bit more fairer before we're spinning the goddamn thing. Yeah, DSP's terrible face in the middle is meant to be nightmare fuel. It's intentional. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Just shuffling the absolute crap out of this man non-stop. Let me close the ad. There's no ad anyway because I've got an ad blocker, but close the ad. Let me hide that little side thing. This has been shuffled up like crazy. Who's going to win the $25 prize from me, whether it's just money, cash money, or whether it's me sending like some sort of gift card of sorts? Who's going to win? Let's see. Oh, Naoto Ronin! Naoto Ronin is the winner! Congratulations, Naoto Ronin, for victory there. You just about got there ahead of Chris Tanks. Unlucky Chris Tanks, it looks like it was going to land on you for the longest time there, but it eventually just crept over. Naoto Ronin, thank you very much indeed for being on the chat, and do you want to, I mean, send me an email. Usually I get winners to send me an email to confirm they are who they are. Naoto Ronin wants me to donate the money. Okay, I mean, well, I'll just do Jasper's Angels again. I can do Jasper's Angels again if you want. Or do you have any alternatives? I don't mind donating the money, but you're the winner, pal, so you tell me what you want me to do it. Train wanted Stevie Dead to win, he was close. But for goodness sake, man, I don't know. By the way, in case you heard screaming in the background, my wee niece is staying over and I think she just hurt herself. Yeah, she hurt herself. Don't know what she did daft it, but yeah. That explains all this screaming. In case you hear random crying in the background. Naoto Ronin says, sure, Jasper's Angel is fine. I'll get it sorted right now, so give me a second. What's the easiest way to find Jasper's Angels again? Give me a second here, give me a second.
Italian, can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style. Tips, greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style. Italian.
Guess what else we're gonna add? What? Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian life. Italian wife. Italian pills. Italian dark side fit. Italian life. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix.
Give me a second, guys. I'm just doing the donation now to Jasper's Angels. Hold on. Let me turn on the music. It's a great tune, but I want to just make sure I get this right. Naoto Ronin, is there any message you want me to say while I'm giving this contribution? Any particular message you want included in the comments? Because you get a wee comments box as well. If I can just show you for now. Hold on. There you go, see some blah blah blah, that's my email, there's a donation amount. And I was going to say this, but let's see. That's what I make sure, you know, I get the right kind of message. Hold on, I'm going to copy and paste what you just said there, Naoto Ronin, right? I think, because I think it's a very nice message. I mean, it's a shame it happened to you. I do commiserate with you. There you go. So is that acceptable message shank for the comments for the I'll go to that now, Toron. You happy with that? Yeah, approve of that spell. As I make sure get the winner's approval here of this donation to the charity. A very kind gesture from Naltaron just to suggest to donate it to charity instead. So yeah, that's piece of piece getting like $50 up in this week so far. Although one of them was obviously because of a tainted game of bingo, but this one has been purely out of kindness and Nato's heart. So there we go. I'll get that sorted. Give me a second, guys, to just make sure this gets paid okay. So that's me getting a message on. I just need to confirm my details and all that crap. So let me just do that, without showing off my screen. SCP Sophie, were you not included in the wheel? SCP Sophie, I think, is like miles behind the stream because they keep telling me like their name, like they keep repeating the name over and over again. I don't think the name is on the card. Sorry, Sophie. I mean, damn it. I tried my best to make sure nobody was missing, but it was one of those things where there's just so many different people to try and get through and try and remember. Are you not on this list? Hang on, let me just spin my head and see if I can read. That's upside down. Nah, I don't think Sophie was on it. Sorry about that, Sophie. At least it's going to a good cause. It's not going in anyone's pocket, it's going in Jasper's radio, so you missed out on winning, but it's one of those things. The thing is, YouTube chat, so it happens to me when I try and do it. It's also happened to Dashi when he tries to pull the data from the live chat. He pulled all these names and it told him from YouTube chat, and he copied and pasted that to me, but it doesn't include absolutely everyone's name for whatever freaking reason. It's strange. It only includes some people, not everyone else. But it is what it is. It's bizarre. Cool. 2 seconds, guys. I'm completing my purchase over PayPal. Donation complete, it looks like. That seems like a good sign. Return to the campaign just so I can see the message. Here we go. There we go, guys. So, for the second time, the first time we've done this was this one here, Bingo winning proceeds. Charity gets it. And now we've got this one here as well. Naoto Ronan won DSP Bingo tonight and wanted me to donate it to charity. This is thanks to them. And then I included your message that you said earlier on, Naoto Ronan. Thanks all I wanted to give back to Jasper's Angels as a catter, as I'm a cat owner myself who lost one last year. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, that's we've won DSP Bingo tonight. Tonight was a very successful night for DSP Bingo. We got the victory in the end. Did feel a bit sneaky, the slightest bit of shenanigans perhaps, I don't understand, but this random super ultra turbo snowcar person has not been guilty of that in the past though. I don't think there was actually any true ill intentions there. It's a wee bit suspicious, but it's the first time that has actually happened by them. So I don't think it was anything sus towards it. We'll see if they're responsible for any future shenanigans. If they are, then maybe we can call them out for it. So there we go. Clydale says it's the first time I've ever been here for a victory. Congratulations, pal. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Get to experience a victory. And also you had a chance to win as well, But there we go, guys. So yeah, this was quite the wholesome little bingo stream, We got a full house, we got a bingo. Phil got $61 all of a sudden. Just a random big couple of tips came his way. Fucking hooray for him. I am going to close, I'll say everything else, that's just all, we're all done. We're done now with fucking the bingo. That's finito, done. What's this notification here? Oh yeah, Darksy to Phil. When I log onto my work computer, I know the tractors are streaming. I want you to get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch. That guy is too fucking talented for his own good, it's fucking scary. Anyway guys, speaking of talented detractors, I'm going to end the bingo how I always end the bingo with another talented detractor's work. Pixar Animations made the following notorious PIG contributions video. One of my favourite wee videos out there, one of my favourite wee detractor tunes as well. It's also the wee tune you hear anytime you contribute or whatever, subscribe or whatever, it's a fantastic wee tune, everyone loves it. And it's how I always end my streams as well, guys. Thank you very much, and I do hope you join me tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo. Tomorrow being Saturday, of course. Today's not Saturday, I mistook that because I had my day off today, and I'm used to fucking Saturdays being a day off, so... yeah, this was Friday, the 18th of November, and we won DSP Bingo. We might make it 2 days in a row, who knows, alright? We've done it twice this week, maybe we can make it a hat-trick tomorrow. So join me for some more DSP Bingo if you wish to join me then, and yeah... Enjoy the start of the weekend, guys, and hope we all have a good one. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.